Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. In this video, I want us to have a look at a very interesting story that has been going on since yesterday. This is a story and a discussion on the manufacturing date and the expiry date of some brands of UNGA flour that we are being told are being sold at below 160 Kenya shillings. Last week, William Ruto himself told Kenyans that this week, UNGA flour prices were to come down to 150. But a spot check by Kenyans and even by some mainstream media has proved that as a lie. UNGA flour prices per 2 kg pack are still retailing between 200 to 260. But ironically enough, there is only one milling company that is actually producing Umi flour and Ajab flour. These two brands belongs to one milling company, and they've been retailing at 60 and I think at 160 and 159. So the question begs, why is it that all maize millers have not reduced their prices, but only this one? Even before we answer that question, let's have a look at this. Manufacturing date on that packet of UNGA, I think it's 2022. That's last year, December. Expiry date, 29/04/2023. So this flour of UNGA was packed last year, December, on 29th. It's expected to expire in the about 10 to 9 days, 9 to 10 days. This one is one brand that is being sold at 159. And even before we dig deep, we were told that the government actually allowed maize milling companies to import maize into the country tax-free. That is what was to lower the UNGA flour prices. And that statement was made, I think, this year. And you are seeing that this is a pack that was packed last year. Is it that the government has been lying deliberately to Kenyans? Or could it be possible that a milling company was privately importing maize into the country tax-free at the expense of other maize milling companies? Because I think that kind of an announcement was made, I think this year around February. But this UNGA flour, we are seeing it was packed last year. So it's just remaining 10 days for it to expire. Could it be possible again that the UNGA flour prices, specifically on this brand, has been lowered because it is a dead stock? So they just want to clear the stock because it's only remaining about 10 days and it will expire. Could it be possible that this is a dead stock that had to be offloaded? Let's have a look at a very interesting post yesterday by Pauline Njoroge. Pauline Njoroge, government had a chance give to, I think she meant to give millers the opportunity to import duty-free maize in order to reduce the cost of UNGA. What did Agriculture Minister Mithika Linturi decide to do instead? He gave some brokers this deal. The brokers only cared about profits since they have no brand to protect. So they imported funny maize whose fly is producing soggy ugali. These brokers are now trying to sell the maize to millers, but serious millers have refused to buy since they have their brands to protect, and they will not agree to lower the quality of their UNGA to please the government. Yes, I think Pauline Njoroge might be speaking from some points of intelligence. It's coming out clearly, going by what Njoroge is saying, that some brokers were given the deal to import maize into the country, and they went for the worst or rather the lowest quality of maize. They are trying to force other millers now to purchase or to buy that maize. I think that's what Pauline Njoroge is trying to insinuate here. And also, if you look at some remarks by Hussein Mohammed, I say the prices of UNGA have dropped to shillings 159 and shillings 160, depending on the millers. Underline, depending on the millers. Hussein Mohammed, 19th April 2023. So Hussein is saying, underline, depending on the millers. And we know it's only one miller that has lowered UNGA flour prices, and some of the brands we are seeing are clearly labeled last year, just 10 days to expire. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? In fact, from all this, Kenyans should resist and reject this Umi and Ajab maize flour, because there are a lot of questions that are not being answered. A lot of questions. If this UNGA was packed last year, just 10 days to expire, why is it being released to Kenyans now? I think Kenyans should reject this Umi and Ajab UNGA flours, rather Ajab and Umi. That's one thing I can tell Kenyans. It's better Kenyans to even spend more in buying something that maybe can guarantee them some safety. Not these ones we are seeing clearly have got some issues. And this is something touching on health. Another thing coming out very clearly is almost very clear and certain the government is not honest about reducing the cost of UNGA. These are just political games being played here. This is business. It might be possible that some senior individuals in government have shares in this milling company producing these two brands, Umi and Ajab. Even without digging deep into that, that's coming out very, very clearly. So this is just a business going on. This is business going on. Umi and Ajab, most definitely, there are some big boys in government with interest in that maize milling company. As I conclude, it's coming out very clearly from all this confusion we are witnessing that William Ruto and his team are taking Kenyans as fools. They assume that Kenyans are very naive and they don't understand anything going on. Ruto and his government should wake up to realize Kenyans are not that foolish. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. In case you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. If you want to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.